So, the secret for starting calisthenics is... And welcome to the episode number 27 of Road to Success, the podcast hosted by me and Khalil.
No, that's the end of the video.
That's the
Okay.
end of the video.
So, the argument of today, it's gonna be how to start calisthenics. This is like the most common question that you actually receive on social media. I think on 10 messages, 11 are about this thing. Okay. Let's go, Mirand. What's your point of view about this?
So, for starting calisthenics, it's pretty easy because for me, you can start every day, whenever you want, just by doing push-up. So that's my
Can I start now?
You can start now just by doing fucking push-up.
Should I start now calisthenics?
Yeah, start now calisthenics.
Okay, keep going.
And except of the fact of just doing push-up, what I mean by saying that? Because starting with push-up, that's the basest exercise ever. You will slowly find out that you want to do more. You will start maybe getting some muscle on the chest, on the arms, whatever you want. And you will maybe start doing also pull-up. Then you will start approaching the handstand. And the requirement for the handstand is having like a basic push strength.
But I want to be like you, fast.
To be like me fast, that's a trick for that. It's like a cheat code, and it's like training for a long time every day. That's the trick.
There is a risk of injury with that.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you cannot have everything easy peasy without any risk.
You can't. I'm sorry for that.
Exactly. If you want to become millionaire robbing a bank, there is a chance that they will catch you, you know?
Yeah, you get injured. You know?
Exactly, you get doing this.
And what's your point of view? Since you are like one of the first that started training calisthenics.
Yeah, you know, you always ask me when I started. It's a really complicated question. I started to do pull-up with 11 years old, but I was just doing pull-up. I learned front lever just by doing pull-ups without even knowing about front lever. But calisthenics, seriously, it's like 2 years and a half, something like that. But talking seriously about how to start calisthenics, the biggest mistake that you can do is to want to start it fast. There is no way that you can start calisthenics fast because depends from a lot of things, you know, how tall you are, your predisposition. For example, Mirand in pool it's way stronger than me, but in certain movement I'm better, you know. That's because for me these movements are easier. Human flag, for example, the same thing. So how to start calisthenics? Start slowly, but always giving 100%. You know, you don't have to force yourself. You don't have to hurt yourself. But if every day you increase what you are doing, or let's say also every week, you know, you write a plan. This week I did A, B, C. Next week I will do A plus 1, B plus 1, C plus 1. In this way, also if you don't have money, if you don't have a coach, that's a good side of calisthenics, you will improve. Of course, if you want to reach the highest level possible, you cannot reach it in 6 months. If you ask me, how can I be Onizuka, Emanuele Maielli in the next 3 months, unfortunately I cannot give you an answer that it's not like build up a game. There is more chance that you create a game with where you join the game and you become the best athlete in calisthenics online. Yeah. That's the easiest thing.
Another advice that I can give to the people listening to the podcast is that choose an element and have to be the best one on that element, or at least you have to be able to do it every time, or let's say easier.
Your strong point, let's say
make a strong point, but just for the thing that really, if you don't want to compete or just train for yourself, train one thing at a time. If you want to learn the VUSIT, train just for this VUSIT, let's say, because training the VUSIT or any other skills, it will also require some push, strength, some balance, everything. So whatever kind of skill you do, you will let's say increase in all of the other stuff, you know, and never forget about the basics exercise. Those are you have to do it every day for me. It's like
but before we go to this, let's keep this as a last argument. I want to say something about this, you know, I would recommend train maximum 2 skills at a time when you start. The only problem is that when you start calisthenics, there is a small issue. Why you do calisthenics? You do calisthenics because you want a nice body. You do calisthenics because you want to achieve a nice planche level. You do calisthenics because you want to compete. You do calisthenics just for yourself and to develop maybe, I don't know, some certain skill that you like. The case of competition, it's really complicated because there you need to do things that you don't want to do. because it's impossible that you like freestyle, that you like flexibility skill, that you like strength, that you are good in all of this, and it's impossible that you actually are gonna have an easy journey, because competitive sport are always a lot of, it's every time different and difficult. It's not easy journey. But if you want to start calisthenics for yourself, do like Mirand said, 1 maximum 2 skills, focus on this and listen to your body. Okay, don't force it, don't hurt yourself, and also in the moment that you are injured, try to do something else that will anyways improve your performance. As Mirand said, you are working on VUSIT, you have pain to your wrist, you stop VUSIT training for a while, work on your flexibility. When you're gonna go back to VUSIT, you're gonna come back stronger, easier, and with more flexibility. This is a really smart tip. So now, why should you train basic?
Since calisthenics is really fun, I think, because you're like trying to be able to control all of your body, you have also sometimes for fun, let's say, try something new that maybe you will like it, maybe you will find out it's a move that you can do, and all of this stuff, because you never end up of skill to learn. Like you will always have something to learn and maybe to like more than what you're actually doing. But the basics are not an exercise that you have to like or not. You just have to do it. It's like the Bible for me.
That's, let's say, an opinion from Mirand. You know what?
That's my opinion. You have to do like the basics, because you upgrade your body every time.
I know a lot of people that don't approach to basic, but the point is that when you start, you must do basic. That's a rule, because you don't have actually strength to do things. You don't have any muscle, It's like you want to start the gym doing the most difficult exercise with a nice weight. You just can't. So, but with the time you can switch a little bit more the focus to skills, of course. What I can recommend, that people always say, when you start to train also from level 0, you just started, focus on basic stuff, as Mirand said, but start to approach the activation of the skills. For example, if you want to learn planche, do basic, and then grab a dumbbell, or maybe a rubber band, or maybe a bottle of water, whatever you want, and lift your arm in front of you, and hold with stretch arm. So you're gonna start to condition your muscle and prepare you to the movement, because a lot of people have trouble with this. Learn the rotation of the arm between handstand, planche, understand the movement that you will need to do. Study the movement, because in this area you can find video everywhere. Okay, study the activation, work on the activation, develop strength, and then approach the skill. This is gonna be a lot easier, and you're not gonna get stuck every 2 weeks.
Yeah, and since you may be new in this sport, also create your own style, because this is like a really free sport, and you create your own style even by looking at other skills and whatever. Really, when you start to do calisthenics, you have to enjoy it.
And the people will notice that, because I tell you, me and Mirand, we always talk about other athletes, because it's normal. It's like a soccer player that watch out Ronaldo and stuff like that. And we analyze that there are a lot of athletes that are really strong, but when we see them, we don't have any good vibes. We just say, okay, I'm not impressed, You need to build a character. You need, through your emotion, to actually give something special to your skill, because everyone have a different character, let's say, about skills, how to approach skill. If I tell you, for example, Eric Baxi, you will say finger, you will say all these kind of things. If you say Caruso, you know what to say. Every athlete have his special strong point and attitude. The way he put the feet, the way he put the arms, the way
everything. You can choose your own style. You can build a new one. Like the last example that you have is Irisov, that came out by nowhere, and is like God set. It's freestyle everything. He make it his own style, and which is really, really cool.
So guys, that's everything, but it's really the basic level. We just went into the really basic stuff, but with this you can actually build a schedule and start really calisthenic from now, because you don't need a bar to start calisthenic, you don't need parallels, you don't need anything. You just need to actually
challenge yourself.
Exactly.
Every day I want to do 10 push-up today, maybe tomorrow 11, maybe tomorrow 20, This kind of stuff will help you to get through the beginner level. And don't listen to the people that are saying that with calisthenics you have chicken legs.
Because that's true.
That's true, yeah.